Sup nerds, I'm Tom with Neverboard Gaming.
I'm Shawn, and we're here to review the second chapter pack for the War of Five Kings cycle, Call to Arms, for a Game of Thrones 2nd edition.
Yeah, let's jump right into it. I'll read the first one. It's a 4 gold character. It's Donella Hornwood. She's a Stark character. She has intrigue and power icons, 3 strength. She's non-loyal. She's House Hornwood and Lady traded. And her text reads, reduce the cost of the first loyal card you marshal or play each round by 1.
I think this is very easily going to be a 2 of auto-include in a lot of Stark decks. Intrigue icon covers their weakness.
Yep, something you need.
4 cost gets past First Nose of Winter, which is a fantastic thing.
Very good.
3 strength, 2 icons, good both ways. And then her ability actually really plays into where Stark is in the meta right now, which is Stark wants to play a lot of unique and loyal characters for a lot of their really nasty denial effects and their kind of rush power gain.
Corset Caitlyn,
Robb Stark. Every time
Eddard,
God,
the power rush Eddard.
All of this is so good. I think she is going to be probably 2 of, not necessarily a 3 of. She does cost 4 gold, but she is a lady and is reduced by a noble cause. So I mean,
you could drop it for 2.
I think this is just a solid include for a lot of Stark decks out there right now.
Yeah. I'm saying it's not the best card I've ever seen in the world, but I definitely do like it. I never ever turn my nose up at something that at an economy card, be it in this game or in any game. I know that money is always the way that money and cards. If you don't have card draw, if you don't have way to gain money, you're going to be screwed during the game. So this is just basic,
solid,
basic good.
Yeah, solid for the stats, great for your economy, and I mean she fills a slot in Stark where you're more. Actually, I think it's neat because I think they're slowly getting to the point where they can possibly run Lords of the Crossing with because they're just a little shy on intrigue icons. Yeah. Like I think if we see like 2 more solid intrigue something else cards.
Who else is intrigue? What we got? Sansa,
Arya. Caitlyn is also intrigue.
Yeah,
no, they're there.
Most of the ladies are intrigue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the what's her name? The Septa is also Septa Mordain.
Septa Mordain.
She's the lady that improves Sansa and Arya when she's in play.
I remember that one.
Yeah. You don't see her a lot just because you don't see a lot of Sansa. Yeah, so we're on to, it's a Stark event. It's called Fear Cuts Deeper Than Swords. It's loyal and 2 gold. It's an interrupt. When the effects of an ability that chooses a Stark character as its only target would initiate, cancel those effects and stand that character. Jesus.
Well, that's just solid.
So Stark is sitting squarely in the I don't like you to do things category now, and it's just go home. Just go home, and I'm going to stand the guy. Yeah. I mean, so you're looking at like, oh, I'm going to tears your Robb. Yeah. Well, that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. You want to put to the sword. You want to ill and pain someone.
Yeah, anything like that.
Yeah, this is so good. Again, adds to the Stark denial package between Corset Caitlyn, Winterfell, their unique, one of their unique plots as well. Also does, I think so. There was the one that you get to throw somebody into the challenge. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Night's Watch, the one that you can't win the first challenge. I apologize. So I'm a little off on that one. But again, though, just lots of stuff that just says no. Well, Bran says no.
if you had Night's Watch backing this house.
No,
you run that plot.
No, you can't because it has to be.
Oh, is that a loyal plot?
Yeah. Well, no, all plots are loyal.
All plots are loyal. Gosh, I haven't played this game in so long.
It's
a
cool.
Good thing I'm reviewing it.
But it's I think this is good. I don't know that you'll see this in every deck, but I think in a more control, beat your face kind of deck where you're running really hard into the military and power, and you just can't afford to lose your renowned characters, this is going to be a big deal.
Sounds dope. All right, running on to now we're in the Tyrells. We've got Knight of Summer. A 4-cost character, military and power icons, 3 strength, non-loyal. He's traded as a knight. And while there are more summer plot cards than winter plot cards revealed, Knight of Summer gets +2 strength and gains renown. you're gonna know what my issue with this is.
What's that?
Forcing you to worry about what plot cards you do or do not include.
Well, okay, so I actually feel like the answer to that is later in the pack. There's an agenda in this pack that actually talks about summer plots.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that. I want to point out something. I think this card solves a lot of problems that Tyrell has right now. So Tyrell has kind of this theme of like, it goes really horizontal with a bunch of low strength guys. Mm-hmm, it's very susceptible to, First Nose of Winter and those things. This guy is not. He's a beater. He has renown. If you do it correctly, I think Tyrell is going to be one of the premier summer houses that we're going to see. So don't look at it as like, oh, I have to play summer plots. Those summer plots give you gold and money, like money and cards. And I think he's going to play right into that. And I think he is filling a hole in. I actually feel this is the first bomb of the pack.
Really?
Yeah, I think this is something that Tyrell desperately needed.
I think it's just something I need to get over because personally, anytime I see an archetype that is there's a card with an archetype that's forcing me to play in a certain way. Like, okay, what's her name? Danella before. She's just all out.
Just play
reducing costs,
sure.
and like pick your path to victory, and I love that. This is like, again, maybe this path to victory is awesome. You're running a lot of summer plots and comboing is good.
The other thing that Tyrell is particularly good at is renown. It is something they bring to the table. They have a lot of renowned characters. Adding another one to the stable means you can be gaining renown on defense and offense. Right? And if nothing else, if you have a summer plot out, all of a sudden, he is a 4-cost, 5-strength guy. You're getting more than you're paying for. Mm-hmm. And he's a build around, but he's a good build around.
Things in the plot discard pile don't count as being revealed. Right?
Correct. So there's 3 parts of the plot area. There's the unused plots, which are your face down ones, your active plot, and then the used plots. Mm-hmm. Your active plot doesn't go into the used plot pile until actually the end of the phase.
So in order to trigger this in a joust, you need to have a summer plot and they need to not have a winter plot, right?
Correct. Yes. Which happens, now as we're going forward, we're going to see this pack is all about summer and winter.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see more. We already know there's a lot of winter plots out there. There are really good winter plots. In fact, First Nose of Winter is a winter plot. The thing is I don't think you need to worry about what your opponent's playing so much. Just focus on your strategy with Tyrell, and you'll be just fine.
Well, that's a good place to end on that card.
Yeah.
There is my claim. 0-cost event, non-loyal, play only during a challenge. Challenge's action, reveal 4 Tyrell characters from your hand to raise the claim value on your revealed plot card by 1 until the end of the challenge. Maximum 1 per challenge. That's just good. That's just like...
Okay, I think the effect is great. I think the cost is weird. You have to reveal 4 Tyrell characters in your hand.
I just think it's kind of thematic. It's like you're banding together. You're showing that you've got the support of the Tyrells. And it gives it is a little bit of a cost there that you're giving them that information.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a very Nedley thing. Like they're all together like that. The Jamie and me goes, when the hell am I ever going to have 4 characters in my hand?
It's a good point. I don't know. It could happen.
It could. Now, the effect is worth it.
What if First Snows, they all get bounced back to your hand?
Which is like the best case. This is almost an argument to run First Snows in your own deck. Because the moment you draw it, your next plot is First Snows.
That's true.
That said, though, Tyrell does have this sub-theme about characters in hand. Like, Olenna likes to put characters into play from hand when she wins challenges. This is now telling us that, like, I think card draw is going to be super important for Tyrell going forward.
Well, they have a card that lets you...
Yeah.
It's not Pleasure Barge.
It's
Wait, is it Pleasure Barge?
No, it is Pleasure Barge. You immediately draw 3 cards.
Yeah, because you get -1 gold, but you immediately draw... What's the one that's +3 gold? The Arbor?
The Arbor, which is the gold. Yeah, so...
I was getting those flipped up.
So, there's my claim is interesting. I think we're still maybe a few sets out from seeing it being really good. But I think this is leading to some interesting design space for Tyrell.
I will agree with you. I still think it's good now. It will be great.
Oh, I mean, raising your claim in the middle of a challenge is so...
It's always good.
It's devastating. You sneak that one military challenge in, and all of a sudden they have to kill 2 people. Yeah.
Especially if your claim's already 2. Ooh.
Yeah.
When I have a Lannister deck that does that with Cersei.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, rough.
She's rough. All right, so I think we're on the Dolorous Ed now.
Yeah, do it, man.
So now we're in a Night's Watch. This is Dolorous Ed. He's a unique character. He costs 3. He only has an intrigue icon, and he's 3 strength. Keyworded steward. His action is during an intrigue challenge in which you are the defending player, kneel your faction card and put Dolorous Ed into play from your hand, knelt and participating as a defender. If you win the challenge, you may return him to your hand. He's weird. So okay. Night's Watch has a little bit of money problem. Mm-hmm. Their choke thing that's kind of emerging over the last couple sets has been helping a little bit because it keeps them on the field long enough to kind of get their engine up and running. The reason I bring that up is you often see Night's Watch as a fealty agenda, which means you may not always have your house card available to you to do his effect. Which is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise he's a 3 for 3 with an intrigue icon. Not horrible. I don't know if he's like an auto-include.
Right. He's definitely, like the Tyrell guy, is definitely a bit of a build-around. Because you're right, you probably wouldn't really include him in a fealty deck. But he is very solid for all of their, the wall and the Shadow Tower.
Shadow Tower, absolutely.
You know, because their archetype is all about defense. And I love when I go to when I'm playing against Mike and he's playing Night's Watch and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, you're not gonna successfully defend. You get nothing, and then he could be like, oh yeah, well, boom, 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 drop him out for free, and then he even says you may return him to your hand, so you can just keep him out there. You can just drop him for free, right?
For sure.
As long as you have your faction card unknelt, he's a 0-cost character during a.
I'm just worried about the few hoops you have to jump through to get there.
That's true. I mean, but it's not. Honestly, it's not a lot. It's just don't run fealty. Be a defender in an intrigue challenge and have it in your hand.
Which will happen.
Yeah,
this does fill a gap in the wall's defense, as it were, so to speak. He's good. I just don't know if he's great.
Because it's an unopposed challenge that the wall needs to
correct. So you just have to oppose. So you can immediately throw him in.
Lose the challenge
still.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kill him if it's like a 2 or a 1 of in your deck. Yeah, he did his job. This next card I'm super excited about, though. This is, I believe, the second bomb in the pack. It is an attachment, Night's Watch. Cost 1 is a condition. Terminal. It's called Craven, and its attached character cannot be declared as an attacker. It is just that simple.
Yeah. It's like an opposite of the Greyjoy one that can't be declared as a defender.
Correct. Yeah, the fishing net. Yeah.
So solid. Except this one doesn't have negative synergy. Fishing nets has negative synergy
because they have the
stone chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and here I can't think of a reason why this would be an issue.
I almost feel like you run 3 of these.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. It is pretty dope.
I mean, this will stop a mountain in its tracks. This will, there's a bunch of stuff that you just...
Rob's army or whatever. Rob's host.
No.
Oh, no attachments on
attachments
hand. That's right. Okay.
But this will stop like a Balon Greyjoy.
Yeah.
Jamie. This will automatically force out their what's that plot for the attachments? The discard of the attachment. Confiscation.
Confiscation. Yeah.
This will you can almost guarantee that if you hit something big with this, their next plot will be confiscation because.
And then you milk that same character.
And then you could just milk them. You can drop. It doesn't matter.
I do agree with you that this is definitely a 3-of. Like there's no reason to not have a 3-of.
This is almost so good that you want a banner for it.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah. Craven. Craven is good.
That is very good. I do like it. Yeah, sure. Let's jump. Oh, I love me some Baratheon. We've got Maester Pylos. He's a 3-cost character. He's got just a power icon. He's 3 strength. He is not loyal, and he is a Maester trait, and he's just got 1 word. Stealth. That's a dope word, though. I love that word.
So... as it stands right now, Baratheon only has 1 other stealth character, and that's Davos. Sir Davos. I think he's a 1-of. I think you definitely throw him in. I think it replaces some other 3-cost whatever in your deck. Stealth with a power icon means you are power rushing even more effectively. This is something Baratheon loves.
Well, because he's also, if you have, not Chamber of the Painted Table, but the Dragonstone or whatever, he's a 5 strength.
During a power challenge. And with stealth, 5 strength with stealth.
Yeah. So you can just stealth past the big guy.
Yep.
That's
I think you played one.
I like him.
I do too.
I do like him. I agree with you that it's not the best card in the pack, but
no,
I like it.
But that said though, we go from good to better on this next card.
That is a thing.
Yes, and now we're on to the Stone Drum. This is a unique location for Baratheon. 0 cost. That is a big deal. It is loyal. Keyword Dragonstone. When there is a Kingdom plot card revealed, increase the gold value on your revealed plot card by 1. 2 huge things about this card.
Non-limited?
Non-limited, and the Kingdom plot does not have to be yours.
I didn't even think of that. Of course they're going to run, someone's going to run Noble Cause. Or
Noble Cause is an edict.
You
calling
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll double check later.
Yeah.
Wrong, but, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You put
calling the banners. You're right. That one.
Calling the banners. Trading with the Potoshis. I don't think it's a kingdom one. Regardless, there's a lot.
Of course, there's a lot of.
Calm over Westeros is a kingdom.
There you go. Okay, I bet you. Summons, I think, is kingdom.
Summons, I believe, is kingdom as well. Regardless,
it's gonna come up. It's non-limited. It's just general economy that you can flop. That is so dope.
It thins your deck. If you get this during setup, it and something else can go down.
So you can drop. You could drop 2.
It's unique.
Yeah, but you can dupe. You can dupe on the flop.
You can dupe on the flop. So I think you run 2. I don't think you run 3.
Yeah, that's true because then it's taking up too much of your location.
Yeah, you don't want. You still need. You still need your deck text, but this thins your deck during setup. If you get it during the game, it's great because it doesn't get in the way of anything else. This is, I think, is the third bomb of the pack. This thing is just dope. It's a minefield. This pack,
and it's loyal. So if you're running fealty, you can go negative. Just okay.
I was like, why is it? I mean, I realize why it's loyal. They don't want it ending up elsewhere.
Yeah. It makes sense. But
great card for Baratheon.
Great card. Speaking of cards, Shay. She's a 3-cost character. She has intrigue and power. She's only 2 strength. Non-loyal, of course. Her traits are ally and companion, and challenges action. Pay 1 gold to stand Shay. Limit twice per phase.
I mean, she'll do stuff for money.
She definitely does do stuff for money.
She's okay. She does not blow my mind. She is a lot. She looks like a lot of other Lannister cards.
I mean, that's true. I always love just those abilities, those come at me, bro abilities. Like, you see, I have money. You see, she's knelt.
I have nothing against her. I think she will end up in Lannister decks. I don't think she's the most exciting card in the pack. I don't think she's bad by any measure. I think she's just okay. This is a Lannister card that does Lannister things. Nothing surprising here is what I'm saying. She's just good all the way around, and the only thing I don't like about her, 3 cost.
I'm okay with it. Okay, 3 cost, 2 strength, 2 icons isn't. And then again with that action, well, yeah, at that point she's now a 4 gold and then 5 gold. So yeah, if she was 2 cost, it would be a lot.
I think for her action, the cost is right. First Nose of Winter is the most dreaded thing in the game. I hate First Nose of Winter. I think it completely has redefined the meta. It's such a great card that like every time you look at something 3 or less cost, it better be amazing because you risk losing it. And she's just okay. She's not amazing. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that said, though, she's good and she fills your 3 cost slots. She does work. I mean, God, you get Tyrion or Tywin, and she's gonna
stand.
Service them.
All right, let's move on.
It's Game of Thrones. What do you expect?
The Boy King. 1 gold attachment. It's non-loyal. It is a title trait, and it says Lord character only. Attached character gains the King trait. Reaction. After a character with printed cost 3 or lower is killed, kneel the Boy King to have attached character gain 1 power. This is supposed to synergize with Joffrey, right?
Both Joffrey and actually Ilan Payne, whose ability is during the marshalling phase, kneel him to just kill a 3 strength or a 3 cost or something less.
And he's not a Lord character, though, is he?
Not Ilan Payne.
But you can put this on Joffrey and then have Ilan Payne.
I mean, you can put this on Tyrion. You can put it on Tywin. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it just seems because Joffrey also has some kind of synergy.
Yeah, he gains power every time a lord or lady is killed. Which, yes, there is synergy there. I think
thematically.
I like the enabling synergy over the double power synergy, which is like you have Ilan Payne in play and a lord in play. Oh look, boy king! Now I'm killing your characters and gaining power. Again, congratulations, Lannister. You guys are just winning Game of Thrones.
And you hate it.
Yep.
But I like it. Thematic.
Yeah, no, it's good all the way around. I think it's a good card.
All right, you getting excited about this next one?
Okay, so we're back to Greyjoy, and
oh yeah,
the king has arrived. So we have a new version of Balon Greyjoy. He's unique. He's loyal. He's Greyjoy. 7 cost. That's a big number. Military power, 5 strength. Renown, he is keyworded Ironborn King and Lord. That Ironborn's a big deal. That means he can still be saved by Risen from the Sea. Balon Greyjoy does not kneel when declared as an attacker in a military challenge against an opponent who does not control a king character. Action, kneel a Greyjoy location to give each loyal character you control +1 strength until the end of the challenge. Limit once per challenge. He's good. I think it's a completely different kind of Greyjoy than we're used to seeing, which is a much more focused on either stealth, unopposed, or a little bit more control. This is a much more brutal, in-your-face kind of aggro-y Lord.
Sure.
The renown means you're getting power off of all these challenges you're winning. He can make himself larger. He can make other characters larger. He can do it every challenge because Greyjoy loves its locations.
That's true.
And they have
some of them don't need to kneel.
Iron Mines doesn't care. Yeah. I think he's really good. I think it opens up a much more kind of brutal to the face play for Greyjoy, which again fits the theme for Balon really well. Like this is not the sneaky guy. This is the, you know what? We're just gonna go pillage all your stuff. So
I like that. The only thing is, who is loyal in Greyjoy right now?
So we discussed this a little bit earlier. Your 2 really big characters that you see a lot of in Greyjoy are Asha and Theon. Not loyal. But the Reader and Fish Whiskers and Euron Greyjoy are.
Euron Crowseye?
Euron Crowseye, yeah. Those 3 are all loyal, all high strength, all high cost cards. So getting them all at the same time could be problematic. But if you do, all of a sudden you have a huge board state. Like they're huge. I do recommend running maybe some little birds to keep him alive. I think Tears of List will be a thing that he just gets eaten with.
Little birds.
Little birds are the attachment from the core set that give a character
give him an intrigue icon.
Yep, that's
so. True. I mean, because Iron Mines can only work for so long.
Yeah, and Risen's. I mean, you never want to have like the Iron Mines canceled by something, or you're Risen from the Sea, hands judgmented. Yeah. So he's brutal.
Yeah, he's more expensive than the other Balon, though, right?
True. Yeah, the other one's 6. This one is 7. So this one would take the place of probably Euron Crowseye in your deck.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Ours is the old way. 4 gold event. It's Greyjoy non-loyal. And it reads, challenges action. Until the end of the phase, either each Greyjoy character you control gains stealth, or each non-Greyjoy character loses stealth. It's expensive, but it's worth it.
Oh, this can guarantee you a game.
Yeah.
This can make it to where your opponent just literally can't do anything about your challenges.
I mean, because it's so good either way. Because the biggest issue I ever have playing Greyjoy is when somebody drops a bomb who has stealth. And I'm like, great.
What do I do?
Never go around. I can't go around this guy. Like, I was playing against Mike with Night's Watch, and he dropped Old Bear Mormon, and he put stealth on him.
Yeah.
I'm like, so he's huge, and he's 3 icons, I think.
Yeah.
And I can't get around him.
There's no way. The only way to do it is to kill him.
I was like, yeah, so I just lost.
Yeah.
Just what am I going to do? How?
And
I
now,
was playing Lord of the Crossing too, so I was like, how am I going to?
So now all of a sudden you have a way to just get rid of stealth.
Yeah.
Or turn stealth on. This also works defensively. By giving all of your guys stealth as well. So if you're in the mirror matchup,
It's until the end of the phase, so if you're going second.
Yes. So important to know. Expensive, but the effect is super powerful.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Yeah, this is an appropriately costed card.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. drop a couple tourney grounds. You know.
Something.
Reduce it.
Here,
you do this next one.
Sure. We have we're in a Targaryen now. There's a loyal character, Doria. She is 2 cost for an intrigue and a power icon. She has strength 2. She is keyworded companion. During a challenge in which you control a participating lord or lady character, Doria gains insight. So she, to me, is somebody you send in for the insight. You know, with like Drogo or call call Drogo or Daenerys. Get the card draw, and then if you need to kill someone, you kill her.
I'd be totally fine killing her.
Yeah, I mean, in fealty, she costs 1. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have any reducers out, she can easily sneak her way onto the field. If she starts in play, even better. You know, she's great for your flop. She's only 2 cost. Yeah. Solid card, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good word. Solid. Like, I mean, I'm not blown away by it. But again, card draw. If you don't have money, you don't have card draw. What are you doing?
And inside is card draw.
Did I? Oh, my hand was off.
Yeah,
money,
it's 2.
Card draw. 2 things. 2 things you need.
Gotta win card games with cards.
I know, right?
Who knew?
What a novel idea. And speaking of cards, the next card. That was a segue.
For sure. We're kings for days.
Dude, you do it. You do it.
All right. So Targaryen attachments, loyal, cost 1. It is Beggar King. It's a title. This can only be attached to a Targaryen character. The attached character gains a king trait. Reaction: after an opponent reveals a plot card with a higher printed gold value than yours, kneel Beggar King to gain 1 gold. 2 gold instead if no opponent controls a king character. A couple things to note: not terminal, which is kind of ironic.
I see where you're going with that.
2, only costs 1 and is loyal, which means if you're running fealty again, this title is effectively free. Mm-hmm. Having a cheap king character on your side turns off a lot of these really powerful cards that we've been seeing earlier in the deck. Lots of things to say if your opponent doesn't have a king. Now all of a sudden Targaryen has a king, and it can be Dany, you know, and occasionally it will get you gold.
I know. Imagine somebody reveals a trading with the Pentoshi.
Oh yeah,
that's
and you're
definitely going to be higher than yours.
For sure.
So then you're going to gain 3. You're going to gain your gold,
right?
3 off theirs, and 1, possibly 2 off this.
Yep.
Pretty dope. Yeah. Again, card draw and money, baby.
I think this is one of those things that, like, if you're running a bunch of attachments as well, maybe running what's the plot that goes and gets an attachment or a location? Is that building orders?
That's building orders, yeah.
Yeah, this is something you may slot like 1 or 2 of in your deck, maybe.
And then
like if you need it, your next turn you go buildings orders and hope to hit it and then throw it in a play. That said, though, maybe 1 or 2. But that said, though, it turns off those bad things, the really bad things of the other bomb king cards.
But then isn't Viserys the one that we saw in the last pack? Isn't he a king?
He is actually a king as well.
So if you have him and this, you're pretty surefire against that.
Yeah, you have a couple of layers of protection. Again, not terminal. This comes back to your hand when whatever it attaches dies. It only costs 1. This could be great for your setup too. Because you can just play it into your setup. It's another card on the table. You're drawing another card. Cards win games.
For like the first, 6 months that I was playing this game, I didn't know you could
set up
flop attachments. Oh man, the whole game changed that day.
So we're on to this is Martell.
Unfortunately, Renee's not here. But
yeah,
it's all right. I'll be Renee right now. Sorry, bro. You'll be here next video. We've got Starfall Calvary. 6 gold character with military and intrigue icons. 4 strength. He's loyal. His traits are Army, House Dane, and his no attachments except for weapon.
Typical of armies.
And reaction. After Starfall Calvary enters play, draw 1 card. 3 cards instead if there are 3 or more plot cards in your used pile.
This card is a bomb. It draws you cards.
3 cards.
Potentially. Yeah, potentially 3 cards. 1 card is still great.
Yeah.
It is loyal, which is great. The stats are pretty good for the price. I'll take a 4 strength military intrigue. That is the better 2 icon combination
than military power.
Yeah, and for 6, man, this thing's great. You're obviously not going to want to. You're not going to want to set this card up. This is something you're going to want to play. But Martell is actually kind of hurting for higher strength multi-icon characters. They have a lot of monocons that have really powerful effects. Exactly. So this, I think, is going to be huge for Martell. Expect to see this at least as a 2-of in a lot of Martell decks.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, this thing is disgusting. That's how good it is.
Pretty dope.
All right, we're on to the Venomous Blade. This is an attachment for Martell. It is loyal. It costs 3. This is Martell character only. It's keyworded weapon.
And your character.
Yes, a character you control only. Ambush 3. So the ambush cost is the same as the marshalling cost, which is pretty interesting. Good. Yeah.
Can you Can you fealty on ambush? No, you can't.
Because it's a card ability. You're not marshalling it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I learned things.
Attached character gets +1 strength. That's great.
Always good.
Always good. Reaction. After Venomous Blade enters play, place a poison token on a character with printed strength 2 or lower. At the end of the phase, if that character still has the poison token on it, remove it and kill that character. This is pay 3 gold to kill a guy.
Printed strength 2 or lower, though. I'm honestly trying to think of who.
So reducers.
I can think of Wildling Scout.
There's a couple of.
I mean, it's definitely you getting rid of all their claim soak.
Which is just as important. Yeah,
it definitely is.
It doesn't matter. You just pay 3 gold to kill someone, and that's always good.
and increased strength. Now Starfall Calvary is 5 strength.
It gets better.
Yeah.
What keyword isn't on here?
Terminal.
You can do it again and again.
Good. Loving it. Loving it.
and that, I think, is probably its biggest upside.
That's true.
This is, you put this on your claim soak, use it to, it gets killed, it gets put back in your hand, and then you keep killing their claim soak.
I'm paying 3 gold every time, though.
It's worth it. Because you can do it during combat. You can change combat math and still kill a guy.
I mean, that's good. Just saying.
Yeah. So, I think this is great. I know for a fact that Martell does not have problems making gold in the late game. So this, I think, is going to be.
Oh yeah, the long plan.
You've got long plan. Yeah, it's not that bad.
I'm not a Martell player, so my opinion doesn't matter in this.
Yeah, I mean, Renee, we're here for you. I just don't know what to do. So I think we're down into probably the most interesting part of the pack.
The thing that's going to change everything.
Yeah, we have 2 new agendas, and that obviously is going to change how the game is played. This is going to influence deck building. It doesn't matter what you're playing. So you want to do the good one? The
Kings of Summer agenda. It's a summer agenda. You cannot include winter plot cards in your plot deck. No for snows. There we go.
Well.
Increase the reserve value on each player's revealed plot card by 1. That's the how many cards left in your hand. Well, there are no winter plot cards revealed. Increase the gold value on your revealed summer plot card by 1. Cha-ching.
Right. So
money.
This is a situational fealty. Is what it is. That I feel rewards card draw.
True.
And since you're going to be playing this agenda, you can put more card draw into your deck, and your opponent may not necessarily get the advantage out of the higher reserve.
But you will.
But you will. On top of that, if you are running a lot of summer plots, you stand a better chance of probably getting the extra gold as well. which means those decks that want to run Kings of Summer are going to be flush with resources. That is the whole point of Summer. So, off the top of my head, this is a Tyrell agenda. Mm-hmm. Tyrell loves this. I think Baratheon's going to like it a lot. I think Lannister is going to eat this one up.
Hey man, if you don't have cards.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, and all three of those that I just listed have card draw mechanisms and have good gold production. And this only enhances their strengths.
The card draw in Baratheon is Dragonstone, right?
The chamber,
not Chamber of the Painted.
No, the Red Keep.
The Red Keep, yeah.
Yeah, okay. and
Tyrell is Pleasure Barge.
Tyrell's Pleasure Barge. Lannister is
You can either draw a card or gain a gold or something. No, it's draw a card when you win an intrigue.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's all there. This is...
And it doesn't say specifically that you have to include just summer plots.
No.
So it's just no winter plots.
So still run your noble causes. Still run your confiscations. Mm-hmm. Just no First Snows of Winters, please. Yeah. Though I also want to say before we move on to the next one, I love the dichotomy of the art of these two cards.
Yeah,
they're enjoyable to look at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only thing that okay, we'll talk about it after we look at the next one. Here, you look at the next one.
Okay, you want to go ahead for this one?
Yeah, go.
All right, so now we're on the Kings of Winter. Again, it's another agenda, winter keyworded. No summer plots in your plot deck. Yay. Reduce the reserve value on each player's revealed plot by 1. And while you have a winter plot revealed, and reduce the gold value on each opponent's non-summer plot card by 1. I think this is the mechanically stronger agenda.
True. I mean, they're clearly meant to go against each other.
Well, yeah,
they cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right? Well, you have a winter plot card revealed.
No, they don't cancel each other out.
Well, there are no winter plot cards.
Right, because this one affects summer plots, this one affects non-summer plots. The Kings of Winter affects non-summer plots.
Gotcha.
The reason I mention that is the vast majority of your high gold plots aren't summer plots.
Training with the Potoshi.
Calling the Banners, Noble Cause. Mm-hmm. None of those are summer plots. Those are all traditionally your economy plots. So this hits people where they live.
Yeah, hits them where it hurts.
And winter plots are good.
And reducing the value, the reserve value is can be painful. I remember when I was playing Stark a couple of months ago, my first turn thing was I'm always going to play, not always, but I tried to always play the one plot that reduces the reserve value on their plot card, because they would always play something with a reserve of 5 or 4.
Okay.
And then now they have to dump their whole hand.
This makes that even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah.
You go down to 2 cards first turn. Just right. I mean, again, you don't have cards. What are you gonna do?
Can you imagine the choke decks that are gonna come out of Night's Watch running this agenda? I kind of want to do that.
Give me your gold and get rid of your cards, and give me your gold, and now you can't win this challenge, and give me your gold.
Yeah, it's so good. I think this is a super Night's Watch, Baratheon, and Stark are all gonna like this particular agenda.
Totes.
2 plots.
Let's do it. I'll do Summer Harvest.
Sure.
Summer Harvest. It is an X gold, 4 initiative, 1 claim, and 6 reserve. It's a summer plot. And when revealed, choose an opponent. X is 2 higher than the printed gold value on that player's revealed plot card. And with summer, it would be even one more, right? Yeah, unless theirs was a winter plot card. Value on your revealed summer plot card by 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So again.
No, they don't stack because it says printed. Oh wait, sorry.
While there's no winter plot card revealed.
Oh yeah, you increase yours by 1.
On yours.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
this becomes X plus 3.
X plus 3.
If they don't have a winter.
Potoshi.
Yeah.
13 plus 3. Oh man. That's some number that's math I can't even do.
So, solid. I actually think this card will see a lot of home in melee decks.
Oh yeah.
Where you have more options to choose from.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it requires you to really have a deep understanding of...
what they're going to play when.
What they're going to play when. That's it though. I don't think it's bad. 4 initiative is actually pretty good for a plot of an economy plot.
Mm-hmm.
So just solid.
And even if you mess up, I mean, what's the worst thing you could do, right? Hit a plot that's 4?
No, because I mean, there's.
I know that there's worse, but I mean, like, what's most likely the worst thing?
Well, okay, so the most likely
noble cause is 5, right? So you're still getting 7.
If you completely miss it though, you'll hit like a naval superiority.
So 2 plus 2.
No, it's 0. Naval superiority zeros this.
That's right.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No.
Because it's Sonic Kingdom or Edict.
Yeah. I was about to say.
So you get 4 gold.
Superiority is 2, and then this is 2. Like,
so
again,
you get 4,
that's
which is
the worst you could do is 4.
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
It's a gamble with the floor. The floor is
2. I think 2. Yeah.
Are there 0 gold plots?
There Valor Margolis coming out.
Okay, but it's not out yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm warning you. There is one that's coming out.
I know what you're talking about. I saw it, but still, I'm saying, look.
The only other
gambling. 4 is the lowest. Highest is 13, right?
Sure.
Hold on, I'm taking that. I'm good with that. I like it. Let's roll those dice. Wubba lubba dub dub.
Yeah, it's high variance.
It is.
All right, this next one is not though.
All right, let's look at it.
So this is Winter Festival. It is a winter plot. 5 gold, 2 initiative, 1 claim, 6 reserve. I think solid stats all the way across.
Not bad.
5 gold means it's an economy plot. Mm-hmm. So 2 initiative is something you can expect. Higher than Noble Cause. I want to point that out. Noble Cause is 0. Interrupt. When the challenge phase ends, if there are no summer plots revealed, gain 2 power for your faction. This is an amazing plot.
Go on. Do your thing.
Why?
Say your thing. Again, man, look. I sit down with my Kings of Winter agenda. I sit down and my opponent is Kings of Summer. And this is in my plot deck. I'm like, I either have to know when to play this, but the probability just changes. You know, who I'm matched up with highly changes the probability of me being able to pull this off.
5-2-1 is still playable.
It's still playable, but I'm putting in this in there to get my 2 power, man.
Okay, I disagree. I think this fills a slot in the winter plot.
Sure, we need winter plots.
Well, yeah, and it's a good gold winter plot, which are actually kind of rare.
That's true. There's a lot of 3s and stuff.
There's a lot of 3s. There's Ranger Cash, which doesn't get you the gold until the next turn.
Until the end of that phase.
But effectively next turn. So, I mean, if you are running Kings of Winter, I think this is something you have to strongly consider.
True.
And that it pairs well with the other winter plots. It could win you the game.
It can. The only thing is that this is just a perfect example of the only reason why I don't like the whole winter summer thing. Like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna play it. You know I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna put this in my Stark deck.
It already went in. You just haven't done it yet.
I just haven't done it yet. But it's just that whenever you hear me whine about it, this is the example. They're saying, okay, I'm gonna sit down. Oh, I'm playing against you. Ooh, that affects this a whole bunch. Dang.
Yeah.
I sit down. Oh, you're playing fealty? Okay, cool.
Right.
I don't have to worry about it as much. I still might have to worry about it. It could still happen. I pull this out in the summer. That's always going to be a problem.
That said, though, there are fewer summer plots than there are winter plots currently.
There are.
Yes.
I don't know that.
We got several winter plots out of
Wolves of the North.
Wolves of the North, and I think we only got 1 summer plot.
Do you think we're getting more in?
I would not be surprised if we saw more summer plots in the Lions of Casterly Rock. They will always fairly balance themselves out. You know, we might have more of one or the other. That said, though, not every winter plot is an auto include in Kings of Winter. Kings of Winter still needs other plots, like confiscations. Although this does help their economy package.
True. True. Yeah, with the 5.
With the 5, I mean, 5 is great. 5 with an upside is fine with me. You know, 6s, pure 6s with no downsides are good too. Yeah. But this is a 5 with an upside. So I'm happy running it out of Kings of Winter. I don't think you run it out of things that aren't Kings of Winter.
Yeah.
Because you're taking it for the keyword.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Well,
because it lets you.
I wouldn't agree with that in particular.
Oh, actually, I just thought about this. Winter plot, Fish Whiskers out of Greyjoy.
Okay.
Whenever you have a winter plot and they don't count their strength towards your attacks.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that character.
Oh, Fish Whiskers is disgusting.
When did that guy come out?
Last cycle.
Last cycle? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to
He's a build around, and there just weren't enough good winter plots to really make him work. I think we're getting to that kind of critical mass.
Okay.
Watch out, Greyjoy players. I think Winter Festival is something you need. So,
good point,
Fish
good
Whiskers
point.
is a great card.
Good point. And with that, one more thing.
Okay.
We gotta do the Lions of Casterly Rock together, because I just saw that new agenda spoiled.
Oh.
OMG!
We'll talk about Reigns of Castamere in due time.
We will talk about that. But you got anything else you want to say?
I'm super excited about this pack. I easily feel it's an 8 or a 9 out of 10. This thing has a little bit of something for everyone. These cards, some of these cards are going to be auto-includes. Some of them are just going to be really great build-around cards. This is an exciting pack. I think Kings of Summer and Kings of Winter are going to drastically change the meta and really force out some really neat things in the months to come as we wait for Lions of Casterly Rock to ruin the meta again with all the Lannisters. So.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And in future videos, you will see me, get over this whole "don't make me put this plot in my deck" thing. I'll play these agendas, and I'll probably get into it and everything. And the more
just
we
play
do
Kings
these
of
videos,
Summer and be just super fun
that definitely does look like the one I would do, or I'd throw Kings of Winter in my Stark deck, something like that. However,
dude, try it out, Greyjoy.
Or that.
Greyjoy
that's also
Greyjoy,
true.
you have tasty.
That's also true. I do have to say, every time we do these videos, I get more and more like, I need to play this game more, man. I need to put Netrunner back on the shelf and play this a little bit more.
Which is funny because I'm actually going the other way with Netrunner right now.
Are you? Okay,
we'll talk about it other way. But yeah, this is fantastic. Can't recommend Call to Arms enough, man.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for watching. And hey, while you're here, subscribe and you will never be bored.